There are three secrets that can lead you to financial stability. All the billionaires of the world, when you check them from beginning to the end of them, you will see that they all have these three things I'm going to share with you. These three secrets to financial stability. All right. So the number one is value. All right. We have value. That's number one. Number two is network. And number three is leverage. You see, these three things combined, when you check every billionaire in this world, these are major three secrets, that they are using to make their money. All right. And if you want to have financial freedom, financial stability, that you will never have to worry about money ever in your life, you need to learn how to take advantage of these three secrets I just shared with you. So I'm going to break it down. All right. So value, what is value? The meaning of value is, how much something worth, the worth of something, either in terms of cash or importance. So number one thing is, if you want to get money, all right, you must have value. So if you are an employee or you are self-employed, anything that will make anybody to bring out money and give it to you, it means there is a value, all right, that you are adding to that person. There's something you are giving that is valuable for them to give you money in return. All right. So every billionaires, they have this value. Either they render the services or some product that's solving a particular problem. They all have that. And even you that you are struggling, all right, you are struggling to your earning is not enough. You also have value, but there's something that is missing, because that's why I say there are three secrets. Only the value cannot do it. You may have this value, at least we give you something, but it may not be enough. All right. That is where the second one comes in, network. When you have value, then you need to add network to it. You have to build network. That is numbers of people that are going to be using that value, that you're going to render that value to, or services or product. You need numbers of people. All right. For instance, if the value you are giving is just $100, all right, or is $1, for example. Now, if the value you are giving is $100 and you are giving it to one person, that is why when it comes to salary, if the value you are giving is worth $100, and that is the only amount they are going to give you, it doesn't matter what you do, because you are rendering this service to one person or one entity, one organization, and that is what they think the value you are giving them is worth. It's $100, and that's what they continue to pay you. All right. So now, by the time you add network to your value, what happened is, if your value is $100, now you have 10 people, that is $100 times 10. If you have 100 people, that is $100 times 100. If you have 1,000 people, that is $100 times 1,000. And if you have 1 million people, it's $100 times 1 million. I think you're beginning to see why these billionaires, why they continue to get richer, because after the value that they have, they add what we call network. All right, let me give you an example of the network I'm talking about. Facebook. Nobody can access Facebook without having data on your phone. All right. Now you want to do something, and let's say Facebook take $1 from, okay, maybe you are not using much data to access Facebook. Let's just stop at $1. All right. And Facebook have over 2 billion active members. That is network. Over 2 billion people worldwide accessing Facebook on a daily basis. So now multiply $1 times 2 billion. So it's simple. That is what we call network. Now check from this, our own richest man in Africa, Dangote. This guy has a lot of companies, a lot of products that make sure that there's no household that will not buy something from their product, because we need all these things, whether it is salt, whether it's sugar, whatever. There are a lot of things that they produce. This is network. All right. They now have millions of people that are using what they have provided, and this is how they make their money, right? So the example goes on and on and on. All right. So this is when you have value, then add network to it. So what are you doing right now? Is there any system that can help you add network to it so that you can make more money? All right. If you don't, then I want you to pay attention to this presentation, because I'm going to give you the example. I'm going to give you the system, the strategy that can give you everything in one place. All right. Value, network, and the third one is leverage. All right. So all these billionaires, they have what we call value, they have network, and they have leverage. All right. So now let me give you an example of leverage. What is the meaning of leverage in the first place? So leverage simply means the ability to do more with less. That is how you can leverage on something and make more money. All right. So now let me give you an example. So for instance, let's go with Uber. All right. Uber try to provide a solution to a problem that a driver is having problem, locating their passengers. Passenger also looking for, a way to just sit at their comfort zone and, order for a ride, and that will take them to wherever they want to go. So this is a problem now. All right. So Uber have been able to create value by doing what? By creating a platform for a driver and passenger to meet. Now, so now who is going to do what for Uber to make money? Drivers. Driver will bring out their vehicle, fuel their vehicle, pick the passenger and drop the passenger, but there are percentage that they remit for Uber for providing, that platform. All right. So this is leverage. All right. Now Uber are leveraging on drivers to make money. Now, driver will do all this for them to make money. They are happy because Uber has been able to create a platform for them to make their job easy and make more money. Because imagine if there are no platform like Uber, the driver will just be burning fuel up and down looking for passengers. All right, but now you can sit also in your car parked somewhere, and somebody will locate you and book a ride. All right. So this is leverage. Now, a driver will go out to work, will be the one doing the work. All right. Provide everything for themselves. And now Uber is making the highest of money because they've added what we call network. Uber is almost every city of the world. All right. So that creates millions and millions of, Uber drivers on their platform. All right. That's going to remit something for them on a daily basis. So this example goes on and on. So I think you can now see why we need these three things. If you really want to have financial freedom, you need to understand these three things: value, network, and leverage. On this platform, these are the three things, all right, that we want to also take advantage of. So most importantly, you see the value. You may not have, that kind of value that you'll be able to add network to it, that will now give you all the money. So, but there's one thing that everybody can use, both the rich, common people can also take advantage of one out of these three. All right, let's say two. All right. So, and the two is leverage and network. All right. So now we are going to leverage on a particular value that some people already provided. All right. They've provided the value that a lot of millions of people need this value. All right. So now we can also leverage on that value, add network to it. We build network, then we can also become billionaire from it. Very simple. So now, like I said earlier, you see people like Uber, like Facebook, like Amazon, Alibaba, Airbnb, all these people, they use leverage, all right? And another thing is the kind of system they use, they added all these three things combined. That value, they have network and leverage, all right? So, like I said, so there's something you need to first understand how this thing works. That's what we call cash flow quadrant. What is cash flow quadrant? You need to understand this. That will actually show you, will help you to know where you are right now, where you should be, and how to get to that. And that will also help you to see the opportunity I'm about to share with you. All right, how this opportunity can help you achieve your goal in life. All right. So cash flow quadrant means that they say 95% of the world population are sharing 5% of wealth. All right, out of the 100 wealth provided in the entire universe, 95% of people, they are sharing only 5 out of it. All right, only 5. So what happened to the remaining 95% of the wealth? We now have 5% of people that are controlling the remaining 95%. That is, the 95% of the wealth is in their custody. So they only release 5% to the entire 95% of the people. So you need to first understand these things. And now the question will be, okay, these 95% of people who are sharing 5% of wealth, who are these people? What are they doing? Why are they, in that condition? Good question. These people that are being categorized into two. Two type of people are under the 95% of people that are sharing 5% of wealth. Who are these people? Number one on this list is employee. An employee. It doesn't matter the kind of job you do. It doesn't matter how much your salary is. You are under the 95% of people who are sharing 5% of wealth. And the reason is simple. Because as an employee, your time is needed to make money. You have to trade your time for money. There's no network, there's no leverage. Only you, whatever you do is what you get paid for. Like the example I gave earlier, if your salary is $100, that's what you get. When somebody else has something, the kind of value that they can, build network, all right? So that give them, enough opportunity to make more. So imagine if your value is 100, then you leverage on other people, all right, and you create network. Instead of getting 100 from one place, you begin to get 100 from 5, from 10 people, from 100 people, from 1,000 people. You see, this is the only way you can get rich. So as long as you are an employee and all you rely on is your salary, you are among the 95% of people that are sharing 5% of wealth. So self-employed also is in the same category. As self-employed, your time is also needed. You have a shop. If you don't open that shop, you are not going to get money. If you don't go to work one day, you are not going to get money that day. All right. So like the Uber driver, the day the Uber driver refused to go out, because Uber driver is self-employed, he's the owner of his vehicle, right? Nobody employed him. He's free. He can decide to go out or not. But the fact remains that the day he refused to go out to take his vehicle and go out to go and pick passengers, he gets nothing that day. All right. But what about Uber? Is there a day that Uber will not get paid? No, because they already have the system in place, and there are millions of people, drivers, who will go out on a daily basis to pick passengers, and they remit money for Uber. So Uber is covered. All right. So now, as employee and self-employed, something is missing. That is, you trade your time for money, and until you have a system that you don't have to be there, you will continue to be among the 95% of people that are sharing 5% of wealth. Now, these 5% of people who are controlling 95% of wealth, who are these people and why are they in that position? All right, these people, they are also categorized into two categories of people. And who are these people? Business owners and investors. Business owner and investor. Who are the business owner? Business owner don't need time to make money. Business owner just employ people. They need people to make money, not their own time. People, they pay people to make money. All right. So employee and self-employed is what business owner are using to make money. I don't know if this is making sense to you right now. Employee and self-employed. These are the people, these are the system that a business owner is using to make their own money. So they don't have to be there. All right, they can be anywhere at any time. Money keep coming in. They can be sleeping, they can be somewhere enjoying themselves. Money keep coming in. Like I give you an example of Uber. All right, the owner of Uber have created a system, employed people to manage it, and it can be anywhere at any time. Money keep coming in. Dangote can be anywhere, anytime. Zuckerberg can be anywhere, anytime. Elon Musk can be anywhere. So this name goes on and on. So these are the business owners. All right. So these are the 5% of people that are controlling 95% of wealth. Now, the second category of that are investor. Investor don't even need people. All right. Once they make money, what they do is to put that money into another investment, and the money will be bringing more money. They invest this money, and this money will be bringing more money to them. So this is the system. All the business owner, they are also an investor, because as they make that money, they don't have any other thing to do with that money than to put that same money to work, so that the money can be generating more money. So this category of people are using people to make money, and they are using money to make more money. So why do you think the gap is so wide? You can see 5% of people against 95% of people, because they already have this system of making money with people through leverage. They leverage on people, they pay them. All right, then they use the same money to make more. All right, so this is the business I'm bringing to you today. It has these two. All right, a system that will make money for you, and that will also use that same money to bring more money. So there's no two way. If you want to ever have enough to be able to afford anything you want in life, if you want to have financial freedom, financial stability, there is no two way. If you understand this cash flow quadrant I just explained to you, I don't want to waste too much time on explaining, but I believe if you follow me carefully, you will understand why you are where you are right now. If you are an employee or self-employed, you see why you are always struggling. All right, you have money today, tomorrow you don't have. All right, you have, but it's not enough. So now you see why those people have more than enough, and why the gap continue to widen, because they already have the system, they have the code. Make money through leverage, get people, use people to make money. All right, when you have that money, use that same money to make more money. That is it. But in your own case, as an employee or self-employed, do you have that kind of system? All right, if you don't work, you don't get paid. Any day you stop giving the time, the money stop coming in as well. All right, so you can see why you need this business opportunity I want to. So now there are two companies. These two companies, they render value. They have value, things that people need. Millions of people, they need this value. All right, so now there is opportunity for us to leverage on this company, then build our network as well. If we can do this too, I'm telling you, you are going to be financially free for life. You are going to have financial stability. So to have access to this system that will make you money while you are sleeping, to have access to this existing business that you can leverage on and be making money on a daily basis in dollars. So click the link below to join our WhatsApp group, where we'll give you the roadmap, the business plan, and now you can take advantage of everything I've said earlier. So click the link below and join our WhatsApp group and get the full details of how to get started and start making money. See you on the other side.